Thanks for joining us in the studio. Doreen and I are working on this beautiful quilt, and we want to show you 2 different ways to realign after you've finished a row. So here we are. The quilting has been finished, and it's time for Doreen to realign. She touches realign. That gives her the option to use the Quilt Advanced Assistance, and it gives her step-by-step instructions. It says, place a tape over the quilt at the desired alignment reference point. So she's choosing a place below the quilting that she just finished. So now she's going to say done. And now we're going to move the machine over the tape. And let's get the camera where that'll show. Yes, you can see we have it over the tape, and when she touches done, the machine pierces the tape to use for the realignment. Now it says to advance the quilt. Doreen's advancing the quilt, stopping so that we can reach the tape in our alignment steps. So we've advanced the quilt, and we're going to say done. Now it says base the sides if needed. The X motor is unlocked. So Doreen's going to move the machine to the right side of the quilt and take care of the basting to secure the edges on the right side. She's putting in her locking stitches so her basting will stay secure, and now she's touching lock for the X motor. That's going to give her a vertical channel lock to travel down the side, keeping the quilt nice and straight. The right side's basted, so we're going to unlock and move to the left side of the quilt. Following the same steps, Doreen is going to base the left side of the quilt. Okay, she's going to unlock, and then let's look and see what is going to happen when we say done on the screen. And now we say done. The instructions say move the needle to the hole in the tape. Placing the needle right over the hole in the tape and touching, touching done. I missed that, but we touched done. So it's quilting here on the left side. It's a fabulous way to use Quilt Advanced Assistance to get to the next row and to be comfortable when you're telling it to start stitching. Next, we will show you the traditional method where we will actually use something that is quilted on the quilt to use as our realignment position. We finished this row, and it's time to move the quilt. Doreen's touching realign, and we're going to go into manual mode so that we can access the basting. Once we go into manual mode, we can turn on the horizontal or the vertical. She'll use the vertical lock to do the basting after she moves the quilt. Doreen has advanced the quilt, and now she's going to base the sides, and we will be able to pick a reference point on the quilt from the previous row that's already been quilted. I like this method because the quilting is going to stay in place. Unlike tape, which can sometimes move, I like the traditional method best, but you will decide what is right for you. Okay, we're finished basting now, so we're going to say finished. And it says touch a reference point on the screen. Now we're going to have to zoom out to see more of the quilt. And you see the red up at the upper part. There's a wonderful little leaf that we can zoom in on, and we can choose that as our realignment point. All right, so touch the tip of the leaf and touch continue. Now we need to go onto the quilt. So this is the point of that leaf. So let's look up here. It says move the needle to the location of the reference point and touch OK. So we're going to move the needle right above the point of the leaf, and then we're going to say OK. It's going to move to the left and take a single stitch when it gets to the edge. Now, isn't that a fantastic way to realign the quilt after you've moved it? So you have 2 options, and you decide which one's the best for you. The machine moved to the left side to restart the stitching and begin this next row. When we pull up and secure the bobbin thread, we will touch start. And away until the quilter goes. fantastic way to realign. So you have two options. You decide. Let us hear from you. Give us a thumbs up, comment, and join us for the next video. Sign up so you'll be notified. Bye-bye for now.